Have you ever noticed a strange and cruel rule about life? The harder you chase something, the faster it runs away. Think about it. The person you desperately want to love you feels smothered and pulls back. The success you obsess over constantly slips through your fingers. The happiness you crave feels like trying to catch water in your bare hands. Why is it that our deepest desires often become our greatest sources of pain? What if you have been playing the game completely backwards? What if the secret to getting what you want is not to grip it tighter, but to let it go? Welcome to a paradox that has baffled humanity for thousands of years. Today, we are going to explore a hidden law of the universe. A secret so profound it can instantly rewrite the script of your life. We are going to master the art of detachment. There is a dangerous misunderstanding about detachment. Most people hear the word and think of apathy. They think it means becoming cold, heartless, and completely numb to the world. They think it means you stop caring. But true detachment is the exact opposite. Apathy is a defense mechanism. It is weakness disguised as armor. You stop caring because you are terrified of getting hurt. Detachment, however, is ultimate power. It means you care deeply, you love fiercely, and you work relentlessly, but you are no longer chained to the outcome. You do not need the situation to go your way in order to be okay. When you are attached, your happiness is a hostage to the future. When you are detached, your happiness is anchored in the present. But why is letting go so incredibly difficult for us? To answer that, we have to look into the dark corners of the human mind. Psychologically speaking, we do not cling to things because we love them. We cling to things because we are afraid. Beneath every desperate attachment is a deep, agonizing fear of lack. We believe on a subconscious level that we are not whole. We feel empty. The brilliant psychologist Carl Jung understood this perfectly. He taught us that when we feel a void inside ourselves, we project it outward. We look at a person, a job, or a bank account, and our mind whispers, "That is the missing piece. If I get that, I will finally be complete." This creates what psychologists call an anxious attachment. Your brain begins to treat this external object as if your very survival depends on it. Your nervous system goes into overdrive. You start to obsess. You try to control every variable. But human beings and the universe despise being controlled. When you operate from a place of neediness, people can feel your desperate energy. It is suffocating. It repels the exact things you are trying to attract. You become a prisoner of your own desires, trapped in a relentless dopamine loop of chasing and crashing. To break this cycle, psychology alone is not enough. We must turn to the giants of philosophy. Nearly 2,000 years ago, the Stoic philosopher Epictetus laid down the ultimate cheat code for human freedom. He said, "Some things are in our control and others not. Things in our control are opinion, pursuit, desire, aversion. Things not in our control are body, property, reputation, command." The suffering you feel right now is simply the result of trying to control the uncontrollable. You are trying to control how someone else feels about you. You are trying to control the global economy. You are trying to control the future. The German philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer took this a step further. He believed that human life swings like a pendulum backwards and forwards between pain and boredom. We suffer when we desire something, and the moment we get it, we become bored and simply desire something else. The only way to stop the pendulum is detachment. When Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic master, ruled the known world, he had access to unlimited wealth, power, and pleasure. Yet he practiced detachment daily. He reminded himself constantly that everything he loved was fragile, temporary, and subject to change. By accepting that everything is on loan from the universe, you strip away the fear of losing it. You can finally enjoy the present moment because you are no longer terrified of tomorrow. Let's bring this down to earth. You have probably experienced the magic of detachment without even realizing it. Think about dating. Have you ever noticed that the moment you finally stop obsessing over someone, the moment you truly move on and find peace within yourself, that is the exact moment they suddenly text you? Or think about your career. The interview where you were desperate for the job, where you rehearsed every line perfectly, you probably failed. You were tense, unnatural. But the interview you walked into simply thinking, if I get it, great. If not, I'll be fine. You nailed. You were relaxed, confident, and authentic. Or look at elite athletes. The player who stares at the scoreboard and stresses over winning often chokes under pressure. But the player who loses themselves entirely in the joy of the game, completely detached from the final score, enters a flow state. They perform miracles. When you let go of the result, you free up all the energy you were wasting on anxiety, and you channel it entirely into your performance. So, how do we actually practice this in our daily lives? How do we master the art of letting go? Here are 3 practical steps you can apply right now. Practice negative visualization. Premeditatio malorum, the Stoic philosopher Seneca advised us to actively imagine losing the things we fear losing most. It sounds depressing, but it is actually liberating. Ask yourself, if I lose this job, what will I do? If this person leaves, will I survive? You will quickly realize that you are much stronger than you think. The worst-case scenario is rarely the end of your life. It is just the beginning of a new chapter. Focus on the action, not the fruit. You have the right to your labor, but not to the fruits of your labor. Pour your soul into your work, be a loving partner, be a loyal friend. But release the expectation of a specific reward. Do the right thing simply because it is the right thing to do. Become the observer. When you feel the panic of attachment rising, when you feel the urge to double text, to check their social media, or to stress over a financial outcome, stop. Step back. Observe the emotion. Say to yourself, I am feeling anxious, but I am not my anxiety. By creating space between you and your feelings, you regain your power. Ultimately, the art of detachment is about remembering who you really are. You are not your job. You are not your relationships. You are not your bank account. You are the silent, unshakable awareness observing all of these things. When you truly detach, you stop walking into rooms wondering if people will like you. You start walking into rooms wondering if you even like them. You stop begging the universe for a specific outcome, and you start trusting that whatever happens is exactly what is meant for your growth. Friedrich Nietzsche called this amor fati, the love of one's fate. Do not just accept what happens to you. Love it. Embrace the chaos. Let people stay if they want to stay. Let them walk if they want to walk. Let the chips fall exactly where they may. Because true power is not the ability to bend the world to your will. True power is the ability to sit in a world that is falling apart and remain completely, beautifully, and dangerously at peace. You are already whole. There is nothing outside of you that can complete you. And the moment you realize that, the world becomes yours. If this perspective shifted something deep inside of you today, do not let this be the end of our journey together. Subscribe to Timeless Philosophy. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a lesson from the greatest minds in human history. Like this video to help spread this message, and leave a comment below telling us, what is one thing you need to detach from right now? Until next time, remain stoic, remain curious, and keep seeking the truth.